Good morning and welcome to Chamber Chat. This is Mike McMullen, president of the Carroll County Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber's been around since 1924. We've been the voice of business here in Carroll for almost 95 years. I've been with the Chamber now for about 7.5 years, and we have 600 members strong. And I encourage you, keep your money local so you can find all of our members. We have people from accountants to vineyards and everything in between, including water services firms, and we're going to be talking to them in a second here. But you can find them at carrollcountychamber.org. And we have our membership directory right there. All of our information about all the various members we have is there. We also have a calendar of events that talks about our events, trips that we're going to take. We're doing Austria in the fall, so you can find all that information on our website. So as is my norm, I like to come in here on Sunday mornings and bring on one of our members to talk a little bit about what they are doing. So I happen to have two gents sitting here with me from Atlantic Blue Water Services. I have Mr. Tyler Smith, who's the marketing coordinator. Good morning.
How are you?
Good morning. Good to see you. And I've got Lucas Kirby, who's their lead technician and the man with all the information about water. Good morning, Lucas.
Good morning.
Good to have you guys here. So real fast, how long have you guys been in Carroll?
Real fast. So we've been around since 1994.
That's a good long time.
Yeah, we've moved around a couple times. We were on John Street, Woodward Road, and then Aileron Court, and now we're on 140.
Right?
We're on 140 now. We just moved there last year, about a year and a half now, actually. Mm-hmm. And it's been great. Great exposure out there.
And water is life. Without water, you don't live. So people really nowadays, especially, are all into pure water, always buying bottled water.
Yep.
But you guys offer something a little bit different. I know we have your water filtration system at our office at the Chamber at 9 East Main Street in downtown Westminster. Tell me a little bit about some of the common problems, Lucas, with water here in Carroll, and why people might want to consider, reaching out to you guys for the type of pure water that you can provide.
So what I
take
can
a sip of your water right now.
How is it?
It's delicious.
What I can tell you about the municipal water supply is that all city water supply is treated for bacteria with chlorine. In Westminster specifically, it's pretty potent smelling.
I do sometimes. I'm thinking at my house when I get water, I can smell that.
Yeah, and then city water also neutralizes the acidity in water, and that's through calcium filtration. So hardness in the water is very, very high. Then when it comes to well water, I can tell you most every well in Carroll or in Maryland, the well water is acidic, and the well water probably has sediment and iron, which iron can be found as sediment as well. And
the filters that you folks sell, now we want to make sure that folks understand you have them for businesses or for homes. You probably have all different types of actual filters that are designed to handle different issues with water depending upon where you're at, correct?
Right.
Okay. So if somebody wanted to have you test their water, make sure it's okay, whatever, if they wanted to have you come by and work some of your magic, how do they do that? Do they contact you folks? Do they call? Do they stop in with some water in a cup, or what do they do?
Right. They can do pretty much all of the above.
Okay.
If somebody's never been our customer before, you can call into our office, which is 410-840-BLUE, BLUE being 2583.
Okay.
And we'll actually come out for free and do a basic water test.
All right.
Now, if there's more extensive tests that need to go on, then it can be discussed from there. You can also, we have a lab in our office on 140, 1802.
It's pretty impressive there. I've been in your place, and it's very, I feel really good. We actually take water from work and bring it home because it's so good.
Yeah.
And shout out to the Chamber. You guys actually did our ribbon cutting.
Oh, that's right.
When we opened up. About
that was a great time.
That was a great time.
We had a lot of fun.
And we might as well shout out everybody. Sweet Frog came out there. And,
it was good.
The barbecue place
was
great.
Good.
It was great.
That was good. I'm trying to think here. One of the things that you folks offer with the filtration systems, because you probably also offer the 5 gallons of water, the big buckets and all, but that's kind of a hassle. It's a lot easier, isn't it, to just tap into like a water line, have it run through a filter, and then get dispensed for you either hot or cold water, right?
Right. So we do have a freestanding 9-stage filtration system. It hooks into a main water line anywhere in the house, and we can install it. And like you said, it's like using a 5-gallon jug, but it's got an internal
But not
storage
having to lift
tank.
the 5-gallon jug up and down and back and forth and risk spilling it all over the place.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it works really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, we love the water that we have in the office, and I'm almost certain my wife is the coordinator at the Center for Breast Health at the hospital, and I'm pretty sure she's got your water there as well.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a lot of coolers in the hospital.
That's great. All right, so we know that you guys have amazing water. We know you guys do great work because I'm telling people that you guys do because I have experienced it. Tell me again, how do people get in touch with you? Website, phone number, Facebook, all of that stuff?
Yeah. So we're on all the social medias. So that's kind of my department there. We're on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, and that's all at Atlantic Blue Water Services. And then obviously we have a website, and that's AtlanticBlueWaterServices.com. And then our website, as Lucas said, our phone number is 410-840-2583.
Awesome. And for anyone who is just now tuned in, I'm sitting here with Mr. Tyler Smith, who's the marketing coordinator, and Mr. Lucas Kirby, who's the lead tech for Atlantic Blue Water Services right here in Westminster, and they do amazing work. So let me ask you this. What have you guys been up to? What kind of new stuff have you guys been doing? And anything new coming down the pike?
So we'll give you a little chamber exclusive.
I like that.
Yeah, so we
on the #1 business radio show in Carroll, but it is the only business radio show, so we're first and last, but it's okay.
It's good. But yeah, we actually have a lot next to us. It was an old Victory shop, and we actually just
motorcycles.
Yes, we just purchased it.
Any old motorcycles in there that you got to keep?
No, there was one there, but they actually took it.
Darn it.
So,
all right, sorry, I'm distracting you.
No, you're good.
I'm sorry.
But we got that beginning of the year.
Awesome.
So we are shooting for a June 1st grand opening, which we'll need you again for that.
Oh, that's great.
And we'll just, Lucas, you go into. We're doing more things in there. It's more extensive, and it's going to be a really.
And it's right next door to your.
Yes.
I mean, is it joined? I forget. Is it the same building, or is it
it's
like
a different building?
building?
Yeah, it's going to be still Atlantic Blue.
Well, that is amazing. You guys bought that. Obviously, you guys are doing well.
Yes.
I like that.
Shout out to the customers there.
Right.
So what's going to happen there?
Yeah.
Lucas?
So kind of the vision for that new building, it's to be the clean water center. What we want to do is it's going to be less working out of it, less advertising, and more educational. We're going to teach customers things about water, about their problems, about solutions, and we're going to have all our systems actually hooked up. Live streaming, really. We're going to show you how everything works. We can do it with water flowing through the system.
Okay. Obviously, water is so key to life. I mean, I'm like a professional at losing weight, and I'm even better at I can't talk. Gaining weight again. I mean, I've been doing that my whole life, but every diet I've ever been on, any program I've ever been on, always says drink tons of water.
Yeah.
If you exercise, drink lots of water. And, it's important to drink water that's pure. And you guys offer that to folks. And, from what I've been able to tell, at least the price that we pay at work, it's an extremely reasonable rate to get unlimited excellent water that you can drink. So I think that's exciting. So
what else have we been up to?
Yeah, what else have you been up to?
So coming up, we actually have home shows. So this is kind of our home show season. So we have a Carroll home show, Howard County home show, a Frederick County.
So these are the different home shows, and you guys go and set up.
So we set up a booth, and then we just have our equipment there. And
is that information on your website so people want to come and see that? Okay, good.
Yeah, social media and all that kind of stuff. We advertise it there, and that's all coming up within the month, coming quickly.
Because spring's a coming.
Spring's coming.
Yeah,
so spring's a coming.
Yeah, we're getting ready. Lucas and I we're figuring out our plan and what we want to do and what the booth looks like, and
awesome.
We got a couple tricks up our sleeve this year.
That's great.
Should be fun. Other than that,
I like seeing the ideas and the stuff that you guys do. I mean, it's nice to sit down with young professionals, of which both of you guys are, who have kind of a passion for what you're into and are thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
And it's neat to see that happening.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of this, just giving you a shout out again with the podcast. Great idea, because our generation is starting to like podcasts a lot again. I think they kind of disappeared for a little bit, and now they're making a strong comeback. So when I saw you do this, I'm like, how do I get on this?
Well, that's great.
And it's
been
great.
fun. I mean, really, WTTR has been great to us at the Chamber. I mean, I think I've been doing this show now for five years, and the fact that it's not only on WTTR AM and FM, which is amazing, but we put it up on our website. It goes in the cloud or on the cloud or whatever it's called somewhere. I've got guys who know a lot more about that. It's up there somewhere.
We'll find it.
And it's out there forever, basically, it seems like. And it goes on our Facebook page, and we just always have a great time with it. And I love bringing on members like you folks. So we know you guys do phenomenal work with water. Anyone who calls you will be only too happy with the type of results that they get. But you do a little bit more, too, in outreach in Carroll. And I've always been impressed when you get someone who's expert at what they do. So when you buy whatever product or whatever service that they sell, you're getting more than your money's worth. But on top of that, that local business gives back to various nonprofits in the community. You want to share? I know you're pretty humble about this, but I like bringing this out.
Sure.
Share a little bit about what you guys do in the nonprofit world here in Carroll.
So we linked up with Carroll County Food Sunday. They're right there on Main Street.
Great group.
Yeah, and we've been dealing with them since the grand opening, actually. And it's kind of not very hard to describe, but they just give groceries to the people that need it.
Yeah.
So you can go there and say, I need a grocery list, and they give it to you. So we really like that, and so we have linked up with them a couple of times during our events. We did can drives, and all the customers that came to these events brought a ton of cans, and we try to match it as much as we can.
Sure.
And then I can't remember the number off the top of my head, but we were able to donate a ton of cans to them, and they were really appreciative of that, which was great.
With that.
And the most recent thing we had was a T-shirt fundraiser. So I see those things happening a lot, and so I'm like, let's just give it a shot here. So we had our Facebook fans purchase some shirts, and we told them that we would match what we raised. So we were able to donate $500 to Carroll County Food Sunday. And again, with this new building coming up, we'll have another food drive for them as well. So we've been really linking up with them. And again, great guy, Ed Leister is his name.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of being linked up with stuff, I forgot. Are you guys both involved in the Chamber's Young Professional Group, Launch Carroll?
Yes,
okay, good.
We are.
I want to give a shout out to that group. It's called Launch Carroll. To get involved, you have to be between 21 and 45 years old. You go to Facebook, look up Launch Carroll, and then it takes you to like a meetup site where you plug in your birth date, and if you're too old, you get a big, sorry, you can't come unless you want to sponsor it. But they meet 6 times a year, and it's nice seeing young professionals like you guys at a meeting like that and building relationships face-to-face and not just on the other end of like a cell phone. So.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell me about what's going on at Atlantic Blue Water Services?
Do we have anything new?
We covered a lot.
We covered a lot. Yeah, I think
there's a lot that's been covered.
Yeah.
Well, give us your contact information again. And again, I would encourage anybody listening for your business or for your home, contact these guys. They do great work. You'll be really happy with the water that you get. So give me your contact info.
Yep. Right. So our number is it's 410-840-BLUE, and that's 2583. And then if you're a website guy like myself and don't feel like talking to on the phone, it's AtlanticBlueWaterServices.com, and then you can send us an email ticket, and that's sometimes the way people do it.
That's great. Yeah. And again, you can find them listed in the Chamber directory at carrollcountychamber.org. We've got a membership we have a membership directory link, and you can go right there and find them. Gentlemen, we're just about out of time. Thank you so much for being here with me.
Thank you.
Great.
Wonderful.
It's fun.
All right, and we have a couple of events coming up from the Chamber. March 1st, which is right around the corner, opens up our application period for the 7th annual Carroll Biz Challenge that we handle. And basically, if you're an entrepreneur here in Carroll and you've either not started your business or you've just basically kind of got things rolling, you're eligible to apply. It's free to apply, and the winner gets a check for $5,000 and a lot of exposure. So please go to carrollbizchallenge.com after March 1 and submit your application. Speaking of applications, the Chamber also hosts in partnership with Carroll Community College something called Leadership Carroll, which is an amazing program that goes all year long. If you go to the Chamber's website, One of the tabs up at the top says special events. You'll get a drop-down menu, and the first thing there is Leadership Carroll. We fill up every year. We probably only have about 6 slots left for this next year that starts in September. So if you're interested, please go to our website and check that out. Last but not least, the Chamber not only likes to do lots of good educational things and actually meaningful things for the business community, but we like to have fun. We take trips, and this year we're going to Austria. September 21st, we're going to do 7 nights in Innsbruck, and we'll spend, I think, 5 days in Austria, 1 day in Munich, going to Oktoberfest, and 1 day in Italy. So it's a great trip right on our main page of the website. Check it out. It's all we have time for. Again, our website, carrollcountychamber.org. Our phone number, 410-848-9050. If you happen to be strolling around beautiful downtown Westminster, maybe stopping off at Giulia Nova's Italian Groceria to get one of his great Italian hoagies, we are right next door at 9 East Main Street. So thanks a lot for listening today. Do something special with family or friends, and God bless.